The Flames have just made a blockbuster trade, and Calgary's general manager, Craig Conroy, had a lot to say about the move. In this video, we're going to break down all of his quotes, what he revealed about the return for the Flames, and how it's going to impact the future of the immediacy and so forth. Hello, I am John Easthope here for Flames Digest. Excited to be with you today on the channel. Thank you so much for joining us. If you haven't already, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, as we have plenty of content coming your way as we head towards the trade deadline just over a week away, and we'd love for you to join us on that journey. Lots to get into on this video today. Craig Conroy has reacted to trading Chris Tanev to the Dallas Stars for a package that includes a prospect, a pick, and possibly another pick. Craig Conroy was very excited talking on the radio and through media yesterday after making this move about what this move is. So let's dive right into it. He says, over the last while, you're talking with teams and you're trying to get the feel of what the value is out there. He was talking with TSN over the last few weeks and talking to teams. Where I was at, talking to Dallas, we really had our guys go watch Dallas to see who would be interested in. So he really narrowed in on Dallas, knowing how interested they were in Chris Tanev. This shutdown defenseman who will do anything to block a shot and will do anything to help his team win is the kind of player that the Dallas Stars needed in their locker room, in their rate. He's the type of player that they don't have on the back end. So this was a good move for the Calgary Flames and the Dallas Stars. I think this is one of those win-win trades. Craig Conroy goes on to talk about how the timing of the move, a lot of people will question why he didn't wait closer to the deadline. For him, it was quite simple. He tells Brendan Parker of Flames Television, we felt at this point, at this time, this was the right deal for us. So why wait? We've seen him do this with his other trades he's made so far. Nikita Zadorov was made when Craig Conroy's price was met, and Elias Lindholm was traded when his price was met. We've seen Craig Conroy approach trades this way throughout this season, because why wait longer than you have to? And I like his quick quote here where he just said it felt at this point, at this time, this was the right deal for us. Many people now are going to question about subtracting a Chris Tanev from that locker room, what that means for the team, what that means for the locker room. Craig Conroy, well, he knows his guys are professional. He says everyone understands the business of hockey, and they do. He said when asked about this move, everyone's going to miss Chris Tanev, nobody more than himself. But the guys down there are professional, talking about the locker room, and they believe in each other, and I expect them to keep going. They are playing amazing, and that's all I can ask. He's extremely proud every game that he gets to watch. I'm with Craig on this one here. I think that locker room is strong enough to withstand this. They know the business of the deal as much as the business side of it sucks. But Craig Conroy goes on to talk about how he enjoys Chris Tanev and what Chris Tanev brings to the table for not only the Calgary Flames, but now for the Dallas Stars. So while praising Chris Tanev, Craig Conroy was very quick in his words. He was very simple in his words, but I think they were really good words. He says, I think there are just great people you meet along the way in the game, and that's really Chris. What he brings to the team, what he brings on the ice and off the ice to the community, you can't thank him enough for everything. To play through what he has played through over the years, you know he's always been true professional, and he's a good friend too. It's hard to see him go. There's always this side of the game where you trade away good people, and Chris Tanev, as you see in this quote here by Craig Conroy, is just another one of those good people. And I don't think it gets talked about enough what he brings off the ice compared to what he brings on the ice, but that's my personal opinion on the player of Chris Tanev. He's definitely going to be missed around the room and what he brings to the room. It's these kind of players that you win with, and Craig Conroy absolutely realizes that in trading this player at this time and what he gets back from it. But let's keep going here, because there's more to this trade than just Chris Tanev leaving. Yes, Who is Greshnikov? This is the player they get back from the Dallas Stars. Described to me as a stay-at-home defenseman, a guy who will do whatever it takes to win, blocking shots, always trying to improve himself. Kind of sounds familiar in what we got with Chris Tanev. But let's take a look at who this player is. General Manager Craig Conroy. Artemi is a player in an organization as identified for some time now as being a strong addition to our prospect pool. He's a 20-year-old. He's having a solid season in the American Hockey League. He is best described as a young defenseman, a good penalty killer who understands the importance of his role and plays to his identity. That really sounds like he's also describing Chris Tanev. I think this is maybe why they narrowed in on this player. Conroy goes on to say that his qualities and looking forward to his contributions to the Flames' success for a long time. We have been able to secure another second rounder in 2024 and the potential for being a third rounder in 2026. The conditions on that third rounder real quick here: if Dallas can reach the Stanley Cup final, the Calgary Flames will receive an additional draft pick. If they don't make it that far, the Flames will only get the second rounder. But that's still a good return for a defenseman here that you knew wasn't going to re-sign. He's an aging defenseman, and he just was at a different point of his career compared to where the Flames were at. And that's okay, and that's okay to realize that and to move on from that player. The Flames are getting back a Chris Tanev light player in Greshnikov. He's playing right now in the American Hockey League, and he's having a great season, according to Craig Conroy. Conroy sings his praises in that quote. His guys have identified this is a player they can work with. Another reason why this is a good addition to the Calgary Flames is you are adding a defensive defenseman to a prospect pool in Calgary that includes 3 really good offensive-minded prospects on the back end in Jeremy Poirier, Etienne Morin, and the previously acquired Hunter Buchnevich. You have these guys coming through here now, and it makes sense to add a guy like Buchnevich to this prospect pool. So get excited a little bit, Flame fans, and enjoy this, because Craig Conroy is absolutely fired up about this player and about this trade. I want to take a second to thank Chris Tanev for all he's done for the Calgary Flames. He was a good warrior for the Flames. He did a lot for the Flames, including blocking shots with his face, losing teeth. He is do it all and win at all costs for the Calgary Flames, and now he's going to do the same thing in Dallas, and we wish him well here. Calgary Flames trading Chris Tanev. This is not the last piece. Stay tuned for more from the Flames as we get closer to the deadline.